my name is Oksana Fetzlik. I'm the recruitment specialist in the Faculty of Science, and I'll be leading today's pretty quick webinar about experiential extras in both the Faculty of Science and in the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences. What's really exciting today is that we have two current students joining us, one from the Faculty of Science and one from the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences, and they'll be sharing their experience in a little bit. But before we get there, I do want to let you know that the chat is disabled in this platform. So the only way that you can actually ask questions is to submit them in the Q&A. We'll be doing all the questions at the end of the webinar, and we'll be taking questions then. So if there's anything that comes up during the presentation, just pop it into the Q&A, and we will answer it when we get through the slides. And if you hear my dog whining in the background, I apologize. All right, so experiential extras. So the reason we wanted to host all of these different webinars is so that you as a student who's interested in applying to the University of Alberta in either the Faculty of Science or the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences can understand that there are lots of other things that you can add to your degree to make it really exciting and interesting. So you can make your degree really hands-on, and these are just some of the ways that you can do that. You can take an elective that you find interesting or have a passion for that could be outside of your major and minor. There really is something for everyone. Certificates are a really great way to kind of add more icing to your degree cake, as we like to say. Work-integrated learning is available and can take many different forms. So you can start thinking about an internship, which is usually done in your second or third year. You can also engage with the Student Innovation Center to explore innovative or entrepreneurial side, or even dabble in a little bit of research. The undergraduate research initiative exists at the University of Alberta so that students don't have to wait until graduate school to be involved in research. So keep in mind that this is separate from research certificates that I've just mentioned. Also, when it becomes safe again for international travel, then you should consider going abroad. So if you have a travel bug, this is certainly your chance to combine your education and travel, and you can go on a specific opportunity related to your degree, or you can take a completely different elective towards your degree. And lastly, you can join a student club or group with like-minded individuals, and that definitely has its benefits. So in most cases, when I talk to students, adding that extra to your degree is really your opportunity to explore other passions and round out your degree, and it tends to make the degree even more memorable. So the first point, adding electives. The University of Alberta literally has hundreds of courses to choose from. And this is where you can have some fun and take courses that don't necessarily relate to your major or minor, but pique your interest or follow a passion. So could that be fine arts, philosophy, physical education, world religions, etc. You can browse a list of course offerings and surely get lost in all the options that you might have. Also, for students in the sciences, so in the Faculty of Science, in our general science program, students can take electives really from any faculty up to a certain maximum. And students in our specialization and honors programs can take approved electives in which would be any arts or science courses, and they can also take field school courses. For students that are in the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences, similar to science, these programs offer students space for 3 to 4 electives, which can be taken from any faculty. There are also these approved electives that must be taken from a specific list of courses, which are available on the website. And again, this is your opportunity to tailor your degree to your interests and add something unique. And the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences also has field school courses. So when it comes to adding a certificate, you've got lots of options in both faculties. In the Faculty of Science, a certificate will allow you to further study in a special area of interest that is not easily identifiable on a student's transcript. So our certificates are embedded, meaning that they're taken alongside regular courses, and they're completed over the course of your degree. So by obtaining a certificate, you'll enhance your degree, you'll receive official recognition for the high level of skills that you have developed. So in the Faculty of Science, you can earn a research certificate in science, either from the biological sciences or psychology, or also a certificate in biomedical research. In the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences, they offer a certificate in sustainability, which is open to actually all students in all faculties and programs. But that doesn't stop there. There are lots of other certificates that you can work towards at the University of Alberta. And so just some examples, there's translation studies, peace and post-conflict studies, international learning, even computer game development. Now, when I mentioned research, the University of Alberta is known for giving students the opportunity to participate in research. We're a research-intensive university, and we want you to get involved because research is high impact, it's hands-on, it allows you to put your ideas and your curiosity to work, and you can be part of scientific discovery. And that scientific discovery can make an impact not only locally or nationally, but even globally as well. So adding research to your degree can take various forms. You can add it by taking courses, a certificate, volunteering in a lab, taking on a research internship, or even completing research abroad in over 300 partnerships in 50 countries. So how can you get involved in research? Well, in 2011, the University of Alberta launched a campus-wide initiative called the URI, which is the Undergraduate Research Initiative, and its main purpose is to help undergraduate students participate in research. Why? Well, because we want every undergraduate student to have this opportunity, and we believe that it's really important to add it to your degree. So just know that you don't have to wait until graduate school to get involved in research, and that this is something extra that you can add to your degree. Work-integrated learning is also another benefit that you can add to your degree because it's a really good way to transfer skills learned in your degree in the real world. So you can be challenged, you can make connections, and you'll be able to learn hands-on. So in both faculties, we have opportunities for work-integrated learning. In the Faculty of Science, we call it SIP, the Science Internship Program. And students can choose to do an internship that's either 4 to 16 months long, and you'll be able to market yourself, network, explore a career path, refine your skills, and just gain valuable work experience that is paid. In the Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences, after first year, students are eligible to participate in the AILS internship program, and you'll have opportunities to work with industry leaders exclusive to the program. And those internships are from 4 to 16 months in length and also pay competitive wages. In this faculty, you also have the opportunity to participate in animal science mini internships. So these are internships that are generally 3 days in length and take place over the following winter reading weeks. So students can gain hands-on experience with producers in animal industries and have the option to intern at a broad variety of places, such as a yak farm, poultry barn, or the vet office. In the Faculty of Science, we have the Student Innovation Center, which just opened a couple of years ago, and it's basically meant to be a collaborative workspace for you to take your ideas beyond the classroom to create real-world impact. So you can be playful and creative in this welcoming community, and it's open to all students from all programs to connect about tech and expertise in exciting areas like artificial intelligence, 3D printing, synthetic biology, or even space science. So really, you can explore your entrepreneurial side. It's a really unique space on North Campus. And of course, study abroad. This is your gateway to the world. You can broaden your outlook and immerse yourself in a completely different environment, all while earning credits towards your degree, and who wouldn't want that? So you can do your internship in another country, maybe you go on an international exchange at one of our partner universities, or participate in a summer program. There's all those different options because there are 50 different partnerships in different countries. So to take advantage of this, it's really important to think ahead and start planning in year one, because you want to make sure that the course that you want to take will fit into a degree program. So that's easily accessible by just visiting your student services office in either faculty. Some specific highlights in the Faculty of Science are the Banfield Marine Sciences Center on Vancouver Island. So that's a great way to take marine science courses. And then we also have a South African field school. In the Faculty of Agricultural, Life, and Environmental Sciences, there is an exchange and study abroad program. So you can do many environmental exchanges in Finland, England, and Sweden, but there's also a partnership in Wageningen, this one is really hard to say, Wageningen, with scholarship opportunities available to help pay for student travel expenses. And then this was the last one on the list, joining a student group. The University of Alberta offers more than 400 student clubs and associations that represent different interests, cultures, and more. So you can meet like-minded students, you can add some excitement and interest to your degree, and it really is a highlight. So if you're looking for something science-related, then you can join departmental association clubs. So that would be like Botany Club, Chemistry Students Association, or the Mathematical Sciences Society. But there's also non-departmental association student groups, but they still focus on science. So there's science fundamentals, where you work educating students in elementary and junior high, the University of Alberta Nanotechnology Group, or even the Neuroscience Students Association. In the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences, they also have a ton of specific student groups under that faculty. You can join the Pre-Vet Club, the Forest Society, the Human Ecology Students Association, the Nutrition and Food Science Students Association, or even the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences Undergraduate Student Association, just to name a few. But that certainly doesn't cover the vast majority of clubs or groups that are available on campus. So enough about me and the presentation. I definitely want to introduce our students that are here tonight. So we have two students, Kat and Elena, one from each faculty, and they're going to talk to you about who they are, where they're from, what program they're in, and what their experience has been like in their respective programs and faculties thus far, and also the experiential extras that they've added to their degree and that they want to talk to you about. So I will first introduce Kat.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Kat. Like Oksana said, I'm in my fourth and last year of pharmacology. I'm originally from Calgary, but I decided to go to U of A because of their pharmacology program, and I was interested in the research that was going on here. So I didn't take IB or AP in high school, but I did volunteer a lot, and I was a part of cross country. And I think that leads to some of the experiential extras, such as the clubs I was involved in. So I was first a member and executive of Run for Support and Health, which was fun. They're involved in doing weekly exercises together. That's been put on hold this year, obviously. But they also did volunteering, and I was also an executive of Circle K International, and that was involved with volunteering as well. And then, like Oksana said, I was involved with Science Fundamentals and with organizing their Science Fun Day, which is just a day where a bunch of young kids come in and there's like little science booth fairs that they can go through. So I helped organize that one year. I've also been involved with the SU, like Week of Welcome, hopefully that you've been involved in as well as volunteering at the U of A hospital. So with respect to, I really like research. So with respect to that, I have done research after my second year during the summer with Dr. Gary Lopuschuk involving cardiac sciences. And then since I liked being in that lab so much, I also took Pharmacology 301, which is an introductory research course, and got to get some credits there and continue my research. During the last year, I decided I wanted to try something new. And so I went to study in Dr. Keith Turney's lab. And I'm still in it now actually for my last year, and I'm doing research involving chemical UV filters, so chemical sunscreens and zebrafish, which is exciting. And then for my honors project, I'm in Dr. John Seaworth's lab, also in cardiac sciences, just a different aspect. So with respect to my internship, halfway through my third year, I left to go to the Lethbridge Agricultural Research and Development Center, learning gas chromatography in their little lab, and that was fun. It was very different as it was in Lethbridge, and I actually got to work with some cows, which I wasn't used to at all. I'm used to working with like small model animals such as mice and zebrafish, so that was definitely a new experience, and I definitely learned a lot. Gas chromatography was a technique that I was really interested in, and I got a lot of experience out of that. And I especially find like now when I was looking for jobs in the summer, that was something that employers were interested in as well. As for some other things I've done, I was a part of the student group Isaac, and after my first year, I got to go to Mexico to get some teaching experience, and that was fun. If you can do it, I would recommend also traveling abroad just to widen your worldview, and hopefully once it's safe to do so, I would like to travel more and visit some of the friends I made during my time there, like in Brazil and China and the States and so on. As for my plans after I finish my degree, I'm planning on pursuing either a degree or a diploma in medical laboratory studies. So my internship actually helped to figure that out. I really liked working in the lab there, and it actually gave me a lot of free time to go beyond that. I got to volunteer with different organizations. I got to like join fitness classes and have like, it was just like working a regular job, which I actually really enjoyed. And I actually enjoyed like working with samples and kind of just running them through and problem solving and such. So, and I think medical laboratory sciences is very much like that. So I want to do that, but I also have my PIs or principal investigators, so like the head of the labs, who kind of want me to do a master's in their lab. So maybe I'll like return to that eventually down the road. But yeah, I think that's all I've got.
Kat, you've been very busy.
Yeah.
And you're in the specialization or honors stream of pharmacology.
Oh, so I'm in the honors stream.
And your course load in an honors stream, have you been doing 30 credits each year?
For my first 2 years I did, and then I also did 3 spring and summer courses, I think after my first year. So for this year, I'm taking 4 courses each semester.
Great. I just wanted to ask you, just because I know some students, when they hear about the specialization in honors programs and how you have that set course plan and you have to do a higher course load, it's definitely possible to add all the extras
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
you've taken, and you've managed to do it so you're still graduating in 4 years.
Oh, so I guess I was thinking about it like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess I'm technically in my 5th year because I took off for my internship halfway through my 3rd year. So I guess it's kind of like halfway
Yeah,
between.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You're taking a little bit longer than 4 years.
Yeah.
Because you've done a bunch of internships, and that sometimes tends to happen with an internship, but it's not significantly more. So
Oh
perfect.
yeah, no.
Perfect. Well, you've had a really exciting undergraduate journey so far. And I will now welcome Elena. She's from the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences, and she'll talk to you about what she's been up to for her program.
Yeah, thanks. So my name is Elena. I'm in my 5th and final year of Environmental and Conservation Sciences, and that's a program in the Faculty of ALS, or Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences. I have a major within that program too, which is the major in the human dimensions of environmental management. I'm told that my degree name doesn't actually fit on the physical piece of paper that I'm going to get at the end because it's such a mouthful, but that's okay. So basically, my degree is about like how people interact with the environment. But I do get a lot of like pure sciences, like soil science, water science, plant science, animal science, things like that. So I do have lots of labs and things like that, but then I also get that human aspect too. So it's a very well-rounded degree, I feel. So I currently live in Edmonton. I didn't grow up in Edmonton. I grew up in Spruce Grove, which is half an hour west of Edmonton. So usually I just tell people I'm from Edmonton. I went to Spruce Grove Composite High School, so just a really small high school, basically in the suburbs. So I didn't take any IB or AP courses. There weren't any offered at my high school, but I did get an entrance scholarship through the Faculty of Science for my grades. So that really helped me in first year too. I don't know, I was able to focus on my studies and some of these experiential extras because I had that financial support. So I appreciated that very much. I chose to go to the U of A because it was close to home. I'm very much a homebody. I love being with my family and near my friends. So I was originally planning on going to the U of S because they had a program that I was interested in. But I decided for my first year that I would stay at the U of A and kind of build up some courses that I could transfer over afterwards. As you can see, I didn't end up doing that because I'm still here and I'm very happy to be here. It's been really great for the entire 5 years of my degree. And I think I decided to stay because of all of the extra opportunities that I've had throughout the degree. So I'll kind of backtrack a little bit and tell you about where I started at the U of A. I started in general science. because as I said, I wanted to go to the U of S, so I wanted to, get some courses that would transfer over. And I actually wasn't totally sure what I wanted to do. So general science was where I decided to start. And I got to take a lot of really interesting courses, and I was also part of what was at the time called the Insight program, which is the interdisciplinary science threshold experience. So I was basically with a cohort of 25 other students, and we did all of our chemistry and a bunch of interdisciplinary science courses, including stats, all together. So it was a really amazing experience. We got to do like a research poster in our first year, which was amazing. That was an independent research project. I actually did a study all about the concentration of vitamin C in orange juice, and did a poster all about that. So that was really fun. And then we got the chance to present it, where I got to meet the Dean of Science. He came up to me and was looking at my poster. So that was really exciting. And it was in that Insight program that I got to take we got to do some experiences with environmental studies, and that's where my interest was piqued. And that's when I decided to transfer into the Faculty of Agricultural Life and Environmental Sciences. So I am now in AILS and I'm finishing off that degree. Of course, it did take me 5 years to do this degree, firstly because I started in a different faculty, so I needed to kind of catch up on some of those classes that I missed in the first place, but also because I've taken so many extra things on, so volunteering, working, just all different types of experiences that I'm gonna go through right now. So over the course of the past 5 years, I've done 2 apprenticeships with my faculty. So the Faculty of AILS has a really cool program where you get to essentially shadow one of their full-time staff and help them out with things like events, communications, administrative work, stuff like that. So I got paid $400 a semester for doing that. So there's a nice little bonus with it, and lots of really, really valuable work experience. I also have done 3 internships in my field of study. So I actually got into my internship, it was a summer job, right after my first year, and then they hired me on the 2 summers afterwards. So it was really, really great, really relevant experience with an environmental nonprofit. So I was really lucky to be able to do that. Other things, I've done spring field school. So Oksana was talking earlier about how the Faculty of AILS has a spring field school. So essentially it's 3 weeks for 3 credits. And you go up to Lac La Biche, which is in northeast Alberta. And you get to basically go play outside for 3 weeks, learn how to use different technical tools to measure different like tree width and height, and measure the soil. And yeah, it's a really fun time, 3 weeks up in the bush. So that was something that I got to do after my 3rd year. It was in the springtime, so it was 3 weeks between, I think, May 1st and May 18th or something like that. So yeah, that was really amazing. Also, I'm pursuing a certificate in sustainability. So Oksana was also talking about that. Certificates really leverage your degree. It shows that you're going the extra mile to set yourself apart from others, and they're built right into your degree. So it was really easy to apply for. I didn't really have to do all that much more in terms of taking other courses to get that certificate. And then on top of that, I get to do a really cool research project to finish that certificate off. So that has been really fun. I'm doing a project with Boyle Street Community Services about food security. So that's what my sustainability certificate project is. In terms of volunteering and things like that, I've done lots of different stuff. So Similar to Kat, I helped with science fundamentals. So I was a classroom presenter, went to elementary schools and taught them about science. I also helped with the big science fun day that Kat was talking about to help organize that. I was a University of Alberta ambassador, so I have given campus tours to prospective students and helped in the administration building. Been on a bunch of student advisory committees to help inform decision making at the U of A. And I'm also part of my Environmental and Conservation Student Association. So there's, I think, about 600 people in our club, and we share job postings. We go to events together. We also get free grilled cheese at the beginning of the year, except that didn't happen this year, of course. And it's just a really nice community to be a part of. So it's really those extra things that make the degree special. For work, I'm currently working at the U of A Career Center right now. So there's lots of ways to get involved with paid opportunities on campus too, which is really fun. To wrap things up, as I finish my degree, I have a few things in mind. I've been working a lot. I'm only taking 4 courses this semester, so I have the chance to work and volunteer. But I am hoping to do a master's degree or an after degree. There's lots of professors that I am interested in working with. And I'm also in the process of starting a business with my family. So that's on the radar for me too, which is really exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much all about me. Thanks for listening, and happy to answer any questions you have.
Thank you so much, Elena. Sounds really cool. And I like that we have 2 students here today to share how experiences can be so different because you tailor it that way. So as they both mentioned, they can take your questions. We have a couple more slides to go, and then I'll scan through the questions that have come in. So when it comes to careers, obviously you should be confident that your degree at the University of Alberta will yield you success in terms of finding a career. In the Faculty of Science, we have a short link, uab.ca/science careers. It's a really good tool to use just to give you an idea of what you could pursue if you studied X degree, but it's not meant to be a definite list of anything you could accomplish, because by the time you enter and graduate, there could be something totally different out there. But the best way to get that experience is to do an internship or some sort of work-integrated learning, which can ultimately result in a career path that you like to pursue. And for the Faculty of AILS, I mean, they have also a website under their student services section. It's called After Your Degree. So you can get professional accreditation for many programs. So in forestry, dietetics, human ecology, food science, and agriculture. So the University of Alberta has one of the highest employability rates in the country. So when students graduate, they are finding work. So if something today isn't answered, you can certainly email us. If you have questions specific to AILS, submit those to questions.ails@ualberta.ca. If you have specific questions for science, you can submit that to science.recruiting@ualberta.ca.